pay-per-view of SimBoxx in association with Clint Patrick. We're down at the People's Gym, the public workout, the Instagram live workout ahead of April 8th's Vicious Promotions card. We'd like to be joined by William Goldie Galloway. William, how are you doing?
Good, mate, yeah.
So it's been a while. Last time we spoke was just after your decision to turn as a pro boxer.
Right, yeah.
Now we're on the other side. You've had your pro debut.
Yeah.
You picked up the win over 4 rounds against Daniel Latte.
Oh, yeah.
14-4-1. You know, there's not many debutants taking on guys with records like that. Take us through the decision to go in at the deep end, if you like.
Well, we had a load of opponents on the lead up to the fight, and then some pulled out, some was ill, some lad got stopped or something like that, and then it was literally the day before the weigh-in, and Kieran was like, right, we've got this guy who's like 2-9 and he's a southpaw, or we've got this African geezer who's like 14 wins, 12 knockouts and 2 losses or whatever it was, and he's like, right, what do you want to do? So I thought to myself, this guy's got a sick record. Me beating him on my debut is going to look well better than beating a fucking guy who's like 2-9. So I said, let's do the African geezer. I think he fought for like two African titles as well. So we went with that decision, and we got in. To be fair, mate, I didn't find him that great. The only thing he really had, he had like power in his hands. He had like hands of stone. So I was able to just pick him off, and I hurt him a few times, but I didn't want to rush in and get caught with something stupid. So we done the 4 rounds, we won every round. So it was a good debut, to be fair.
So you've got your background there in kickboxing, you achieved a lot in kickboxing.
Yeah.
How did the nerves, the excitement maybe differ going into the ring as a boxer, a professional boxer for the first time?
Well, it's the same, it's a fight, innit? So it's all the same stuff. The only difference being, after my boxing fight, I was able to walk. So what I mean, after my kickboxing fight, so you can't fucking walk for 2 weeks, but the boxing fight, so after the fight, I was shadowboxing in the change room, do you know what I mean? I was buzzing. I was just buzzing that my legs weren't all fucked up, do you know what I mean, after my fight, so yeah, it was decent.
So we're coming over, towards the back end, fingers crossed, of the pandemic. You decided to turn pro pretty much in the middle of a pandemic. You managed to get that fight there under your belt.
Yeah.
How have you found the whole pandemic situation, the whole pandemic era, if you like, in terms of your mindset as a boxer, and is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Was there any worries there that a career as a boxer might not be something that you could chase at this point in time? Yeah,
well, to be fair, for me, the pandemic was good, I thought, because we ended up getting some sparring down at Gallagher's with Callum Smith. And I mean, at that point, I wasn't even thinking about turning to boxing. I was just a kickboxer. I didn't even think about boxing. So obviously, Ed was like, "Oh, go to Gallagher's to spar with Callum." I was like, "Yes, sound." So jumped in with him, and then we ended up doing the Canelo camp, doing sparring for that. And then it all stemmed from there. I got some sparring with Liam Smith, like a load of big names. I've been sparring Anthony Fowler. He's a mint lad. And I've been doing good, mate. Do you know what I mean? So that's originally why we turned over. So if it weren't for the pandemic, I don't actually think I would have went to boxing at all.
Yeah, it's good to hear that you can take the positives from what is a terrible situation, a terrible time for everyone. So yeah, it's good to hear that you was able to take the positives. But yeah, we're moving to the present day, April 8th. We're looking at go 2-0. Yeah, take us through camp for this fight, and getting over Christmas. Do you allow yourself some time off over Christmas, and how's camping going?
Yeah, I have a little time off, but I'm never out of shape at all. Do you know what I mean? Even when I'm not training, I'm still sparring every week. I mean, it was New Year's Eve, and Fowler rang me and he was like, "Do you want to come do some rounds?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I went down to Liverpool, and me and Fowler done some rounds on New Year's Eve. Do you know what I mean? So I always stay in shape, even if it's just like sparring here and there. And I've been getting some decent sparring recently. So this next one, I'm coming to look for the big finish.
Absolutely. So there was something you mentioned around the pro debut. Saying it now, is that something that you want to kind of get that name as a knockout artist? Do you want to go in there and knock people out, get that reputation, and be known as a big puncher, or do you just feel like that's something that's going to come naturally anyway?
I think it will come naturally, but I'm not really arsed, to be fair. I just like to get in and have a right good fight. Do you know what I mean? So to me, my achievements are making the fans enjoy my fights, do you know what I mean? And obviously, getting my hand raised is the most important thing, but I don't want to be one of them guys who gets in and jabbing grabs and puts on a shit fight, no one remembers it, do you know what I mean? I want to get in there and have a right good fucking war, do you know what I mean? So people remember me for my fights that I've done.
Yeah, so there's a lot of excitement, and as a fan of boxing, that's music to our ears. So, we get the win April 8th, fingers crossed, we win in good fashion. what's the plans for 2022 for William Goldie Galloway? What do you hope to achieve this year? Be nice and active?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Very active. Get as much as experience as I can. You know, get past the 4 rounds. I'd like to go up to 6 and 8 rounds. And then look on to get some belts as well, and get some big names under my belt.
You know, so away from your career yourself, you know, I've noticed the hoodie there, and when we first did speak, it was down at the Pure Impact Gym in Blackpool.
Yeah.
How's things with the gym at the minute, coming out of the pandemic and being able to get classes going again?
Oh,
you know,
class,
that's been a huge relief.
Oh yeah, class. I mean, all the classes are booming. Kickboxing classes, Thai boxing, even the boxing classes all been smashing it. We're actually doing the ultra white collar boxing for cancer research at the minute. They all fight on Sunday, so they've just trained for 8 weeks. Myself and another coach trained them up for 8 weeks. Yeah, so the gym's minute at the minute as well. Yeah.
Right, and you know, just to finish with, is there any supporters, any sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Mark Crook, and I forgot the name of his new. I think it's like Prestige something. And I forgot the name of his new company.
We'll tag him all below this post anyway.
Yeah, we'll tag him in it. He runs me about, takes me to. He's took me here today in his new like little minibus thing. Takes me to the weigh-ins, fights and stuff like that. Also the rug store. He owns a rug store. He's given me some nice rugs and that for my house and stuff. So.
Good man, and of course the fans, the guys that are there buying tickets, supporting you.
There you go. Yeah, all the fans. Yeah. This time we're going to bring a load from Blackpool as well. So.
Exciting times. We look forward to it. Well, I wish you the best of luck with the rest of the camp, and I'm sure we'll catch up on Friday night.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.